As of Wednesday morning, results are favoring Olivia Calderon as a projected winner for the Arvin mayoral race. Kern County fire crews and Bakersfield City fire crews have been working nonstop to extinguish the warehouse fire. We are still feeling some of those gusty winds, but nothing compared to what we were seeing earlier.
A pesar de suspender los aranceles del presidente Trump a las importaciones de México y Canadá por un mes,
Los grupos de mariachi y ballet folclórico del distrito escolar se enfrentarán en un evento único. The city council here in Arvin took action Tuesday night and fired its city attorney. New construction on Bear Mountain Boulevard has residents curious about what's coming to Arvin. We're back with more fair coverage on day 3 here at the Kern County Fair. After achieving success at the local level, one Arvin baseball team is getting ready to test their skills. If you were driving down Highway 58 on Tuesday night, you may have noticed a fire that was started for safety reasons. I'm Priscilla Lara, your Arvin neighborhood reporter. Prescribed fires are done to prevent larger fires from starting. We've got a closer look at how it all went down.
We're gonna come in and we're gonna burn slow and we're gonna burn controlled.
It's called the White Wolf Public Safety Burn. A prescribed burn that started on Bena Road right off of Highway 58 and made its way towards Highway 223. Its purpose, to create a buffer for potential wildfires.
There are 3 different factors we look at when we look at how a wildfire is gonna burn, and that is the vegetation, and that's the weather, and that's the topography.
According to KCFD, this specific area has strong winds, uphill slopes, and dry vegetation, meeting all 3 criteria.
Like many of the highways in Kern County, this one, it poses a threat because if fire starts here, that fire has potential to go to places where we're protecting people's lives and we're protecting people's homes.
A threat that he says is usually due to human factors. One of them, John Drucker with KCFD, says involves vehicles that may create a spark like dragging a chain. To prevent the next wildfire, KCFD tells me they burn this location annually.
Because of the life safety reasons, the property protection reasons, and because of the environmental impact, this is an area where we have chosen to protect it by coming in here and using this public safety burn to prevent a fire from being able to grow large.
Allowing KCFD to control the burn is a careful prescribed plan created by experts taking wind speed, temperature, humidity, and air pollution levels into consideration, allowing them to defend neighboring communities like Bear Valley, Stallion Springs, and Arvin, and land that is home to natural species.
There are going to be pauses in the way that we do this, and this allows native species that are living in the area to recognize that there's a fire going on, and it gives them plenty of time to be able to move aside while we do what we're doing.
As KCFD carried out their plan to burn approximately 7 miles along Highway 223 on Tuesday night, an unexpected fire on the west side of the county impeded them from completing the project. With summer in full swing, Drucker recommends that the public be alert and aware of potential fire hazards around them.
So make sure you know where your fire extinguisher's at. Make sure it's handy, or fill a bucket of water and have that on standby. Simple things like that could rapidly extinguish a vegetation fire.
According to KCFD, they will finish the prescribed burn later this week. In Arvin, I'm Priscilla Lara, your neighborhood reporter. It's been a week since Border Patrol arrived in Kern County, and although they claim their operation is now over, some remain afraid of another possible encounter. I'm Priscilla Lara, your neighborhood reporter. That is a case of a local man who is in the country legally and his workers who say a Border Patrol agent slashed his tires.
You're under arrest right now. For alien smuggling.
I feared for my life because they had a blade and I didn't want to open my door or lower my window. I felt like he was going to pull out a gun next and maybe even shoot us.
Ernesto Campos of Bakersfield has run his own gardening business for the last 17 years. He is also a U.S. citizen. According to Campos, he and his co-worker were detained on Allen Road and San Juan Ave in Bakersfield as they were driving to work. Campos said he noticed a white Chevy Tahoe driving behind them, and moments later, he saw the patrol lights on his rearview mirror.
The driver got out of the car, rushed over, and tried opening our doors, but they were locked, and our windows were up. I asked him why he had pulled me over, but he ignored my question.
The license, the truck was off,
Campos says the Border Patrol agents then asked for his and his workers' ID and car keys.
Que ya tenía mi licencia, que por qué me estaba pidiendo las llaves.
He already had my license, so I asked him why he wanted my keys if my truck was off. He then told me if I didn't open the door or lower the window, he would slash my tires. He then took out a blade and slashed 2 of my truck's tires.
It was at that moment when Campos says another agent came to watch both of them as his partner ran their IDs. Upon doing so, Campos says the agent threatened to break their window if his worker did not get out of the car.
Okay, I'm gonna have to break your window. Do you understand? That's your fault. You're gonna have to break the window. If you do not
Él lo
open
agarró de las manos.
He detained him using force and then gathered his belongings and took him to his car.
and this is yours.
Campos says he was then approached by a different agent
How you doing, sir?
Yo.
who slapped handcuffs on him and detained him in a car for 4 hours. As for his worker, Campos says he later found out he had been transported to a detention center in El Centro. 23 ABC reached out to the Border Patrol for a comment, but we have not received a response. After his experience with the agents, Campos says he questioned going back out and working, afraid of having to relive a similar situation.
Si me paraba alguien más, si me pasaba lo
If
mismo.
they were to stop me again and the same thing were to happen or something even worse, I was definitely scared.
Despite fearing another encounter, Campos says he and his workers will continue to work as they still need to provide for their families. For 23 ABC, I'm Priscilla Lara, your neighborhood reporter. The bleachers inside Arvin High School's gym were supposed to be full Thursday evening as the girls' volleyball team was scheduled to play their first home game. I'm Priscilla Lara, your neighborhood reporter. However, because there is no functioning AC in the gym, the game was moved to their opponent's school. These fans are used by the girls to cool off during their water breaks.
We need way more water breaks and stuff because we just get so tired so fast and sweaty, and it just feels really like humid in here.
With temps hitting triple digits this summer, students and parents say temps inside the school's gym feel just as hot as the outside, a concern that they say they've expressed to the Kern High School District multiple times.
They have put work orders and nothing has been done.
Parents say the school has placed temporary AC units and fans in the gym, but claim they're not enough to keep the girls cool.
The portable units that they've put in place are small units, and it's not going to really help much with the heat. They don't produce enough cold air to really offset some of the volume of the heat inside here.
I reached out to KHSD about the status of the gym. In a statement, they say Arvin is undergoing a modernization project that includes updating the gym's air conditioning and provided no further details. I later asked the school district for an interview, but they did not respond. According to an Instagram post on Thursday, the location of the games for the beginning of the season will be changed. As a result of the status of the gym, the team says they rarely get to play any home games, which student athletes like Nailea Romero Obrego feel impacts them academically.
2 days out of the week, we would miss a period and half of a second period because we would have to leave early because we couldn't play in our gym.
With the games running through October, Romero Obrego says she hopes the AC gets fixed soon.
Kern High District to help us out because since I've been a freshman, we've only had fans, and I'm a senior now, and it's crazy.
For 23 ABC News, I'm Priscilla Lara, your neighborhood reporter.